So, to your mind, how can this sharing economy contribute to global growth? Today, I would like to take you on a journey where you will experience your day-to-day life differently. Can we do that? Are you okay? Okay, let's go on. So we will start your week by testing the co-working during the startup assembly. There, you will share your knowledge, your skills, and your space with other coworkers. This is Monday. On Tuesday, you will use car sharing because your employer sends you to Montpellier to a conference. And there, you will meet with Marie, a nice and lovely French girl. On Tuesday night, you will stay at Jeremy's place that you will have booked on a homestay booking platform. With Jeremy, you will talk to him about Mary met in the car before. On Wednesday, you have had a very bad morning at work, so you'll feel like making some new friends, and then you will call lunch with some strangers to have a good time. On Thursday night, your sister is bringing back to you some boxes left at your parents'. You realize that you don't have enough space at home, so you go to a co-storage website to leave your boxes in a garage. On Friday, you are watching TV quietly when suddenly a frame hung on the wall of your living room falls down. You realize that you don't have any electric drill, so you go to Zilog to rent one for a couple of hours. And at the weekend, you feel like getting away from the capital. So you decide to book a shared boat in the south of France where you will meet up with Mary again. Total of these sharing economy weeks, you will have saved 790 euros. You will have learned 145 euros if you had rented these spaces and this product. And you will have met 25 different people, one of which is Mary. Mary, who could become your future wife. And in total, that would make 935 euros, which could represent your next 2 weeks of homestay vacation in Cuba with Mary. Without knowing it, you will have participated in a profound, global, and fantastic trend that is called the sharing economy, and that will certainly contribute to change the way people consume and see the world. I'm 100% convinced of this. This is why, when I created Betty Casa, the pioneer in homestay booking, in 2007, my firm goal was to democratize travel and nourish travelers' mind with a great experience of staying at a local place while allowing the host to make ends meet. Well, I'm going to confess to you that at that time, I knew I was committing myself into something really big. But I would never have imagined that my goal was going to be so difficult to achieve. Back in 2009, I first heard about the term business angel. This BA, at that time, didn't have a clue about the digital economy, even less about the sharing economy. It took me 5 years before raising my funds and hiring my first employees. And you will see this is not a coincidence. Why? In January 2012, WeShare, a think tank, a non-profit organization focused on the sharing economy, was born. At that time, it gathered 100 contributors, and nobody knew what it was. Now it gathers 2,000 contributors across 25 countries. And actually, the sharing economy was born in the USA in the mid-2000s, thanks to Rachel Botsman. So that means it took more than a decade for this new business structure to emerge in Europe. Still in January 2012, the City Hall of Paris decided to authorize hosts to rent out their apartment on an occasional basis, provided it would be their primary residence. Great for us. And this meant the French government became aware of the positive and financial impact this new disruptive economy would have on its capital and, by extension, on France. 2 years later, the car-sharing platform BlaBlaCar was raising over $100 million, and other websites derived from this sharing economy, were part of them, were finally managing to raise their funds. That means not only the government, the investors, but also the biggest companies in the stock exchange are starting to integrate this new model into their traditional one. And at Bédicassin, we have experienced the evolution of this change in people's mindsets since the very beginning. And since that year, 2012, we have had 100% growth per year. We have made travel 55,000 people, and more than anything else, we have allowed people to live a true human experience.
One of my best memories.
And this is what they're demanding now, today.
One night we were in the metro, and one girl started to sing so amazing, and a child started to dance, and I just started to dance as well, like I was a child too. And in that moment, I felt very alive.
Dans chaque pays, on a toujours eu des gens qui étaient extra pour nous expliquer, nous accueillir.
We were so amazed by what we were experiencing that we just recommend to everybody, and we realized that this company represents us and what we really feel about travel.
On vit 10 ans en 2 mois et demi. C'est assez fou.
I think that one of the worst moment and also the best moment is when you have to leave one place and you really want to know more about that people, and you know that you are going and they are staying in the place they are. And this probably has been one of the amazing moments. It's not the countries, it's the people.
These guys just said it. It's not the country, it's the people. Something huge is happening, and this is just the beginning. This is not a fleeting trend. And this will probably constitute the new paradigm in our century. And do you know why? Because the sharing economy is just the result of a few years of economic blur, but it represents a true alternative to the crisis. Because people are getting tired of being lied to, of not understanding why the crisis is still there, why the system has failed. They don't believe in the promises anymore. They have lost faith in the politicians. They want answer, action, and they need a new purpose. That's why they have decided to regain control of their life. In that sense, the sharing economy is definitely the true and lasting answers to their problems, to our economic, social, financial, and cultural issues in every country of the world. Why and how so? Well, because it allows us not only to make extra money, but also to contribute to fulfilling our desire to accomplish. And at some point, we all need to make our life more meaningful, more authentic, don't you think? In that sense, the term entrepreneurship might need to be redefined, because we can all turn into collaborative entrepreneurs by simply taking an action and sharing it with others. Did you know, by the way, that our behavior is programmed at 45% by our habits? This means it leaves us 55% of free will. So how about making the most of it, of this 55%, by participating in this new movement? What would be the consequences? Well, it would probably bring you some friends and some food, because you will have multiplied the social meals. It would help you save some money and make extra money. And you could use it to eat in a good restaurant in Madrid, for example. You will feel safe when traveling, because you know that you will have someone there for you who make you feel at home. You will have a sense of self-esteem, because you will have acquired some extra skills. And this is the whipped cream. You will have a sense of self-fulfillment, because you will feel straightened, reinforced, renewed, and transformed by having a positive and concrete impact on the way people learn, get dressed, consume, accommodate people, travel. So what about you? Which route do you want to take? How are you going to use this 55% of free will? Do you want to participate in this new, exciting economy of change? And above all, do you have a purpose your heart tells you to follow? Thank you very much.
Voilà.